Kia ora everyone, I'm Ty. I've been asking quite a lot of people what they want from a yoga practice with me lately, and most of the responses I have gotten back are, Ty, I don't have an hour, I don't have blocks, and I have lower back pain. So today for you, this is going to be your 30-minute yoga flow for lower back pain, and we won't be using blocks, but I will cue them for an optional if you would like to use them. So come to your mat, find easy seat, cross your legs, hands come to your thighs, can be facing up or down. Close your eyes here. Tuck your chin slightly towards your chest to elongate the spine, crown of the head reaching towards the sky. Come to acknowledge your breath. Notice if you're breathing deeply or shallow. Stay with that awareness of your breath here. Extend your gaze up, open your eyes. Plant your right palm onto the earth, extend your left palm to the sky, torso comes long, spine comes long, and reach over to the right side. Get a nice stretch in that left side body here. Maybe if it's available to you, forearm can come to the earth as you stretch longer. Open the chest here. Shoulder blades draw in together. And release. Left hand comes to the earth, right hand comes up high, torso comes long. Extend over to the left. Open the chest, maybe the forearm comes to the earth. Shoulder blades draw together. Make sure you're breathing. And come back up. Right palm plants. Going to come to cat-cow, so find balancing table, not balancing, just tabletop onto your mat. So your shoulders are stacked directly over your wrists and your hips are stacked directly over your knees here. Inhale here, and as you exhale, curl your back so the spine is reaching towards the sky. Chin is tucked towards the chest. Tailbone is rooting towards the earth. Inhale, belly drops, spine comes towards the earth, shoulder blades draw down the back of the body, gaze is straight ahead, butt is up to the sky. Exhale, spine to the sky. Inhale, belly to the earth. Feel free to take whatever movements resonate with you here. So you might like to roll the body around. Whatever feels good in this posture. Maybe just keep rotating through cat-cow. Now I'm going to ask you to plant your palms quite a bit far forward. Extend the knees back a little bit, tuck the toes, and shift your weight onto the heels as you lower your chest to the earth for puppy pose. Your head can come to the earth if that's available to you. Make sure your booty is reaching towards the heels. Create a nice length in that spine. Shoulder blades drawing away from the ears. Breathe into this stretch here. Now lift the head, bring your palms back a little bit. Extend back to tabletop. Engage the core, lift the knees. Extend the booty up and back for downward facing dog. Ooh. Try not to get eaten by bugs. Alrighty, so if this is your first dog of the day, pedal it out. Extend one heel to the ground, lift one heel up, bend that knee, and alternate. Make sure you keep quite a generous bend in your knees, especially if this is the first downward dog. We want to keep that spine long. So instead of trying to push your heels into the earth, because this may cause your back to round, maybe bend the knees so your spine and torso is long here. All right, look towards your palms. Take many, many steps to meet. Exhale, fold down over bent knees here. If you want, you can maybe sway from side to side. Grab the elbows with either hand. Plant the palms, halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold all the way back down, Uttanasana. As you inhale, you're going to keep bending those knees as you slowly roll yourself all the way up to Tadasana. Hands facing forward, shoulders down around the side of your back. Inhale, arms round out and up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hinge at the hips and fold your body all the way back down to Uttanasana. Press your palms into the earth. Step back to plank. So here you want to engage the core generously. You want to push through not your wrists but your fingers. Press through the thumbs to create a kind of lift in the palms here. This will just protect your wrists. Hold this pose. Now bend your knees to the earth. Keep that core engaged as you bend the elbows to lower your body all the way down to the earth with control. As you inhale here, press back through your palms, lift the chest, baby cobra. Tuck the toes, push through the palms and the knees to come back up to tabletop. And then extend that booty up and back for downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts for three-legged dog. Make sure the toes are flexed and pointing towards the earth. Exhale, you're going to bend that knee and round towards the chest. Draw as high up to the chest as you can. Look towards your hands, step it between your fingers. If you can't step it that far and you're all the way back here, that's cool. Grab that leg and throw it there. Back leg lowers to the earth, knee drops, toes untuck. And you're going to engage the thighs here. Arms come forward and up for a low lunge. Make sure your thighs are pulling towards each other. The glutes are active. Pressing through that left foot. Torso is long. And we're going to come into a tiny back bend. So the pinky fingers are tilting towards each other. This will help open up the chest. Draw the shoulder blades together. Nice. Hold that pose. Keep those thighs engaged. Keep pressing through that right foot. Keep pressing through the top of that left foot. Crown of the head reaching towards the sky. Plant the palms to frame that right foot. Tuck the left toes, engage the core. Lift that left knee off the earth. Press through your hands. Step your right foot back. Downward facing dog. Feel free to pedal it out here. And then the left leg lifts this time. Flex the left toes pointing towards the earth. Engage the core. Bend that left knee comes to chest. Look to your hands. Step it between. Lower the right knee. Untuck the right toes. Arms come forward and up for a low lunge. Make sure your torso is really long here. Make sure you're drawing those inner thighs together to create lift. Pinky fingers come towards each other to open up that chest. Shoulder blades draw down the back. Breathe. Plant the palms to frame that front foot. Tuck that back toe under. Lift the back knee. Press through the hands. Step back. Downward facing dog. Straight away, right leg lifts. Engage the core. Round the knee to the chest. Step it between your palms. Back leg lowers. Untuck the back toes. Come up, low lunge. Plant the left palm. Right palm comes forward and up for a low lunge twist here. Gaze up to the sky. Breathe here. Plant that right palm back down. Tuck the back toes. Lift that back knee. Step back, downward facing dog. Look towards your hands. Step to meet. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, come up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hinge at the hips and round yourself all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, palms come to your side, Tadasana. Inhale, arms come out and up. Exhale, fold all the way back down, Uttanasana. Plant your palms, step back to plank. Exhale, lower your knees to the earth. Bend those elbows, lower down Chaturanga. Inhale, open up the chest here for baby cobra, or press through the fingers and round yourself up to cobra. Make sure the upper back is doing the work here, not the lower back. Tuck those toes, engage that core, come back to plank, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts straight away, bend that knee, bring it into the chest, step it between your palms. Lower that back knee, untuck those back toes, arms come forward and up for a high lunge, low lunge. High lunge is coming. Plant that right palm, left palm comes to the sky and the gaze follows. Try and lift that booty a little bit higher to the sky so you're not sinking too much here. And plant that left palm to frame that front foot. Tuck those back toes, lift that back knee, step back, downward facing dog. Look towards your hands, step or jump to meet. Exhale, fold Uttanasana. Inhale, come halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hinge at the hips, round yourself all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, palms come to your side, Tadasana. Inhale, arms come out and up. Exhale, fold all the way back down, Uttanasana. Plant your palms, step back to plank. Exhale, you have the option of lowering the knees to the ground again, or keep that core really strong, bend those elbows, and lower all the way down. Inhale, cobra or baby cobra. Exhale, tuck those back toes under, press yourself back up to plank and back to downward facing dog. Take a moment here. And then right leg lifts again. Flex those toes, point them to the earth. So you exhale, round that knee into the chest and step it between your palms. We're going to stay off that back leg here. So root down through that front knee. Make sure your right knee is stacked directly over your right ankle. Arms come forward and up for a high lunge. Make sure those inner thighs are drawing together. That right glute is strong. Angle those pinkies towards each other to open up the chest here. Torso is still long, crown of the head is reaching towards the sky. Left hand is going to come forward, right hand is going to come back. Twist the torso here. So your torso is facing the right side. You might start feeling it in that right glute. Keep it engaged. Hold for a few more breaths here. Swing that right palm back and up to meet for high lunge again. Hold it. And plant the palms. Step your right foot back. Downward facing dog. Look towards your hands. Step or jump to meet. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, hinge at the hips and round yourself all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, arms come to the side, Tadasana. Inhale, arms come out and all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hinge at the hips and fold yourself all the way back down, Uttanasana. Press through the palms, step back to plank. Option to lower the knees to the earth or engage the core strongly. As you bend those elbows, make sure the elbows are pointing towards the back of the mat and lower yourself all the way down to the earth. Inhale, baby cobra or cobra. Exhale, tuck those back toes, engage that core, downward facing dog. Straight away now, left leg lifts. Flex those toes, make sure they're pointing towards the earth. Exhale, round that knee to the chest. Look towards your palms, step your foot in between. Make sure your left knee is stacked directly over your left ankle. Engage those thighs, make sure they're pulling in together as you extend your arms forward and up. High lunge. Breathe here. Keep those glutes engaged. Keep those thighs pulling together. We want to create an energy coming up like this. So you're drawing those thighs together, torso is coming long, and you're extending those arms to the sky. So you're creating this flow up. Keep holding it. And as you exhale, open the palm, so your right palm comes towards the front, the left palm comes to the back. High lunge twist here. Keep those glutes engaged. Keep the torso long. Breathe. Left arm sweeps forward and up. Plant the palms to frame the front foot. Step that left foot back. Downward facing dog. Look to your fingers. Step or jump to meet. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hinge at the hips, round yourself all the way up. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, arms out and all the way up. Urdhva and exhale, fold and hinge at the hips to come all the way down, Uttanasana. Plant the palms, step your feet back to plank, engage the core, lower down all the way, Chaturanga. Now here, I'm just going to take a moment. Place your arms by your side, your hands facing the sky. Forehead comes to the earth. Take a couple seconds to just catch your breath here. And on your next exhale, you're going to engage the upper back, roll the shoulder blades together, shoulders come back and down your spine, open up the chest, arms lift off the ground here. You're going to come into a locust pose. So if you're here and this is fine for you, then continue to engage the upper back, but also now engage the glutes and lift those legs off the earth. Keep drawing the chest open and higher. Legs come up, gazes forward. Hold for 3, 2, and lower back down. Going to do that one more time. So round the shoulders down and back, open up the chest, gazes forward, engage those glutes and lift the legs off the earth. Locust pose. Keep those legs and butt engaged. Keep the shoulders rounding back, the chest is continuously opening. Hold for 3, 2, and lower. Nice. Palms come underneath your shoulders here. We're going to come back up to balancing tabletop, so press through your palms, maybe come to a cobra. Press through the knees now. And push yourself up to tabletop. Tuck the toes and extend the booty up and back for downward facing dog. Right leg lifts and draw that right knee into the chest. We're going to come to a pigeon pose. So your right knee can come to the right side of your mat. The foot can come to the left side of the mat. Lower the back knee, extend those back toes long. Torso comes long here. If this is too much for the hips here, you can use a block and place it under that right hip. This will just help to keep your hips square. So keep drawing those shoulder blades together, chest is opening. Make sure the toes are pointing straight down the back of the mat. Oftentimes people decide somehow to tilt the toes inwards or outwards. Make sure they're straight. And if it's available to you, feel free to crawl your fingers towards the front of the mat. Lower the torso to the earth. Your head can come to your arms. Just breathe into that stretch here. And come back up. Fingers come to in front of you. Tuck those back toes under. Lift that back knee. Engage the core here so you can lift up off the earth. Swing that right foot back to downward facing dog. Maybe pedal it out here. Notice the difference between the legs. And then left leg lifts. Draw the left knee to the chest. Left knee comes to the left side of the mat. Left foot comes to the right side of the mat for pigeon pose. Torso comes long here. Notice that one leg is going to be a bit tighter than the other. So you might have had maybe your left foot higher than your right foot was. That's absolutely fine. Don't try and force it to be the same. Your back toes are pointing down the mat. Torso comes long, head is reaching towards the sky. Shoulder blades are drawing down the spine. Breathe here. And if it's available to you, crawl your fingers down towards the front of the mat. Cross the arms, head can come to the arms. And breathe into this pose. Bring your torso back up now. Palms press into the earth. Tuck those back toes under. Engage the right thigh to lift that right knee off the earth. Engage the core now so you can push that left foot back to downward facing dog. Straight away, come forward, plant those knees to the wide edges of the mat. Toes untuck. Send that booty to the heels for child's pose. Take a couple moments here to just stretch out the spine. Make sure your fingers are still pressing into the earth. And bring the torso back up. Peel the hands towards your knees. Going to sit onto either side so you can swing your legs out long. We're going to come onto our backs here. So roll yourself down. Feet are still planted onto the earth here. Knees are pointing towards the sky. Bring your feet, your heels as close towards your booty as you can. We're going to tuck our shoulders slightly underneath our torso. We're going to come into a bridge pose. So engage the glutes, lift the glutes slightly off the earth, engage the core, push those hips up towards the sky here. You might feel when you get to this point you want to push your shoulders underneath yourself even more. That's cool, you can do that. You might want to interlace the fingers underneath the back. Make sure here that your knees are not splaying out to the side. We want our knees to be in line with the hips and still stacked over the heels. Hips are pushing up. Spine is pushing towards the stomach. Chin is tucked into the chest here. Keep those glutes engaged. Hold for 3, 2, and lower back to the earth. Take a second here to neutralize the spine. I'm going to come back into that one more time. So when you're ready, engage the glutes, lift them slightly off the earth, engage the core, send the hips up to the sky, maybe your fingers interlace under the back, shoulder blades come underneath you, and extend up. Chin is tucking towards the chest, knees are in line with the hips, breathe. Keep those glutes engaged. This helps to strengthen the lower back. And release. Shoulders come back out. Option here to draw your knees into your chest, hug them in, and maybe rock from side to side. When you find some stability, draw those knees over to the right side, plant them into the earth, lift a hand and arm comes long, right arm can also come long, so you're creating a sort of T. Or you can place your right palm onto your left thigh and turn your head to the left. It's for a supine spinal twist. Make sure you're relaxing in the stomach here. Plant the right palm back to the earth, draw the knees back into your chest, hug the knees back in before we gently extend the knees over to the left this time. Right arm is extended long to the right, left arm can extend long to the left, or your left palm can come onto the right leg. Look towards the right. Relax the core and breathe. Plant the right arm onto the earth, engage the core, bring the knees and back into the chest, hug them in here. Maybe rock again from side to side. And then extend one leg long and the other one as we come into shavasana. Take any final movements here before we come into our final resting pose. Arms can face towards the sky, hands can come to the earth. Up to you. Make sure the chin is tucked slightly towards the chest to create length in the spine. And start to deepen your inhalations and exhalations here. Feel the weight of the body sinking into the earth. Feel the earth pulling at the spine and the hips. And relax those areas to let them sink deeper into the earth. Take a couple last deep breaths here as you mold into your new shape. And when you're ready, bend the knees, roll over onto your preferred side. Stack the head on the hands if that's available to you. Feel the weight of this new posture. And slowly push yourself up to find easy seat. Keep the eyes closed. Hands come to your thighs. Tuck the chin slightly towards the chest. Wherever you are in your breathing cycle, we're going to come to one unified breath here. So exhale everything out completely. And inhale. And exhale. Hands come to prayer at the center of the chest. Bow your mind to your heart here. And thank yourselves for honoring your body, mind, and spirit by coming to practice on your mat today. The light within me shines the light within you. Namaste. Thanks everyone. I hope you all got what you needed from mat today. Stay tuned, stay groovy. Namaste.